In this session, I will talk about functions. A Python function has a group of statements designed to perform a job. It's a good way to organize our code into reusable chunks. The reusable chunks of code benefit us if we need to update our code and if we need to reuse the code over and over. We have already seen some functions such as print and input. These two functions are built into Python. However, we can also write our own Python functions. Whenever Python sees def, it knows we are defining a function. Def is short for define, and it is followed by a name. The name is our function. Do you recall the naming convention for a variable? Naming a function has the same convention as a variable. We should always have a descriptive name with lowercase letters. If there is more than one name, more than one word, then we separate each word with an underscore. This function name will be greet underscore the underscore user. Cannot forget the colon, which lets Python know we are getting ready to define a block of code. Therefore, any code lines that comes after this first line will be parts of our function. The first line is the function definition. Automatically, the next line is indented after clicking the enter key. The block of code will be print. I'm going to tab and write hello, how are you? And print. Tab again and then write this is a Python function tutorial. These two lines represent the body. We know it's the body because they are indented. The next line will be print. Start at the top. This line is not part of the function because it is not indented. Do you see the line under our function name? Greet the user. Python is showing this line because it wants to add a docstring comment. It's not required, but when I hover over the line, we see missing docstring and insert docstring. Select insert docstring, then write this is a Python function example. A docstring explains the purpose of a function. Now, let's run. The only print statement we see in the console is start at the top. That's because execution in Python always skip over a defined function. The defined function only describes our code. If we want to execute our code, we must invoke the function, also known as calling the function, by writing the function name greet underscore the underscore user. If we think about it, greet the user is also the same as when we call print and input. It has a name and parentheses. However, we have to be careful when we place the function. It's very important. We are not allowed to place the function call before the name of the function. If we place it before the function, we get an error. And the error says unresolved reference. So the best way to place the call is after the function name. Now let's add one more print statement. I'm going to write print stop at the bottom. Now let's run. We see start at the top. Hello, how are you? This is a Python function tutorial. Stop at the bottom. Let's walk through the process flow. Like the last execution, our code lines 6 and 7 were not executed within the function. Our program started at line 9 and stopped at line 11. Line 9 says start at the top. Then Python executes line 10, which is the function called greet the user. The program jumps up to the first line in the function, then begin executing the block of code for both print statements. When the program finishes executing the function, then execution return to line 10 that called the function. Finally, the program moves to line 11, stop at the bottom. The print statements within the function were only executed when we called the function at line 10. That's it for functions in Python. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.